Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Avowed with me, BringItDon. Let's purify some water, or die trying.
Something lurks here.
Don't say.
Ready, aim.
Magic Missile. Grants Infused Shot, Power Attacks deal very high stun, and Foe Seeker, bullets seek and target enemies. That sounds pretty good. And lets me keep using a shield. This unusual firearm was crafted by a cipher known as Althazar, who is known for being an accomplished manipulator of the soul, but certainly not for his aim. To give himself an edge on the battlefield, Althazar embedded a piece of luminous Adra into the grip of this pistol, and created a link between his own soul and the essence within the Adra. This metaphysical link allowed Althazar to aim as much with his intent as with his body, making him a deadly force to be reckoned with. Even now, years after his passing, a bit of that link remains between the pistol and its wielder. Though not as potent as it was in Althazar's hands, the effect it has on the weapon's accuracy is so notable. I'm also curious what the parry attack with a pistol looks like.
Do you hear that? That pounding?
A rat scrabbling in the dust, crawling back to the same ruined trash heap.
No. We know this voice. This presence. Sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again.
Woedica. The history books have no record of your presence here, Queen that was.
And is. You carve lands into petty fiefdoms, but we are the gods of all Eora.
Artificial gods. Which I guess is an important distinction. Isapadal seems like she's a natural god. Which is probably why the main pantheon is so afraid of her. Oh, I love spiting the gods, especially Woedica, because she sucks. You're nothing. A sliver of essence in a broken construct.
This magfolk once served a righteous end. Now it is only my eyes and ears, a convenient tool. Much like you are to the parasite in your soul.
I'm nobody's pawn.
You mortals hold to your illusions of freedom like doomed sailors clinging to wreckage, heedless and helpless against the leviathans of the deep. I would save these peoples, graceless and ungrateful as they are, from dangers beyond their comprehension.
No! No! Make her go! Send her away!
This land needs order, purpose.
The Living Lands is free, as it should be.
Free to rend itself to pieces, to lie in fallow ruins, while its neighbors grow bold and covetous. You are an Ederan, a nation where law and authority brought peace between the warring folk and elves. It is steadfast. Your people understand how to tame what is wild, how to build empire from rubble.
The living lands will fight against the yoke.
Yes, and that should concern you. See the destruction at your feet.
No.
This was no happenstance. The groaning of the earth, or the lapping tide.
Stop it. Stop her. Silence her. She feeds you poisoned fruit.
Do you think this place was always so gray, with its barren slopes and acid sea?
What are you talking about?
It has destroyed this place before. These hills were once lush, and the people.
She lies. Falsehoods like fangs. She was not there. She did not see.
So is this response to Sapadal or to Woedica? Also, the destruction caused in the living lands was by Sapadal. I think that's fairly obvious. But it was instigated by Woedica sending her magfolk to attack Sapadal. You're lying. Stop toying with me.
I am above dishonesty, and you are the plaything of that little pest. Why else would the usurper so quickly deny its deeds? Is it a plea of innocence, or admission of its guilt?
You're awfully keen to convince me too. What do you gain from this? While Woedica says she's above dishonesty, that may be true. She's not giving us the whole truth either. Because it did seem like the godless were prospering until the magfolk attacked, or at least until the other gods became aware of Sapadal's presence.
The question you should ask is what your parasite has to lose. Whose poison flows through this water? Who spoils its own lifeblood?
Creatures did this. They crawled through our bones. They picked at our flesh.
The magfolk fulfilled a need. What is the purpose of this?
So small, so fragile. We did not mean to. We could not understand.
Strike the magfolk. Enough.
Envoy, snap out of it. Felt like we lost you there for a moment.
That wasn't Sapadal, was it?
That was Woedica, or a piece of her inside that magfolk.
Another god. At least she's not in your head, too.
She's warning me about Sapadal, their chaos.
She's right about that much. All the more reason we need to find the garden.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think it's possible the Oathbinder knows something we mortals don't. Maybe you'll find your answers in the garden. Stranger things have happened. I haven't seen water this clear in ages. If we clear the blockage in the aqueducts, we'll be done here. Yeah.
Good news is we can now swim in this water. In fact, make sure there's nothing down here to grab. How thought we saw a body in the water somewhere. Oh, there's his chest. Yep, I was right. There's a body over here. Oh, that's what I was hearing. Waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll come back this way after we speak to the Delimgan. One thing at a time. Sometimes two. No, that's a full-on tower. Alright. That's more like a dome. Oh, got the wrong quest selected.
You have restored the waters. I was right to trust you. Truly, the spirit of the land lives in you. A seed carried in the wind.
Carried where? We feel the tranquility of this place, but whose roots drink its waters?
I release these kith to return to their burrows. May they leave this enclave in peace.
Wait, what about the aqueduct? They came here for water.
Clear the tangle of growth choking the Ancient One's waterways, and the kith may gather it freely. So long as they leave this sanctuary free of their influence, so that new life may take root.
You can't be serious. You expect us to walk away from the best source of fresh water in the Tusks?
If the godlike clears the old growth from the waterways, then a portion will flow out. You may gather it where the waterway ends, away from here.
Man, that does seem reasonable. But, hold on. You don't want the Pargrunen gathering water here.
No. They are an invasive species. Their presence is a disruption.
I suppose you're right.
They must gather what they can and leave this place in peace.
Avowed, godlike, in private? That talking tree expects us to just walk away from the best source of clean water in the Tusks. So that what? A few more moss patches can grow?
A few moss patches could be the start of new life for the region.
In centuries? Maybe. I'm worried about the here and now. We can't risk losing access to fresh water again. I know you've done a lot for us already, but I'd like to ask one more thing.
Absolutely not. You're thinking short term. There is a long term potential here. Sound like corporations. Let me guess. You want me to kill the Delimgan?
Shh. But yes. Look, we need to set up a guard post here. Eventually we want to build out the aqueduct system. There's no way she'll let us do that.
Take what you need and no more. Delimgan draw essence from the land. She won't permit anyone who feels like a threat.
Yes, she's made that abundantly clear. And I don't know how to convince her that we're not a threat. I don't like this, but it's our best chance for survival.
You're still going to get water from the aqueduct. The aqueduct served the godless before. No. You have to get your water without disturbing the Delimgan.
We're not getting anything until that blockage is cleared out of the aqueduct. If you can at least do that much, we'll make do. We'll have to.
Also, you have an ex.
We'll wait here until you've taken care of everything. Gabral would be downright insufferable if I went back to them empty-handed.
What exactly are you waiting for me to do?
Something's blocking the aqueduct. All the fresh water on the island won't help us unless we can get it flowing.
Yeah, I guess who else could do that with their ex? You could also attack the Delimgan with your ex. Lazy and selfish.
Thank you again for restoring this land, Godlike.
What I'm here for. Well, let's go ahead and take all the resources for ourselves. But we don't want to work for it. Just like a corporation. No, some of the natural resources aren't enough. It has to be all of them. Did we come from that way? I don't think we've been up here yet.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh no! No! Next one. Fine.
Let's go and pop those two. How much you got, buddy? There we go. Uh-oh. Enough of that.
One for you! That's one for us. Aye, aye.
The Flare of Blows is extremely expensive. Essence cost-wise. I'm curious what the superb plate armor looks like. I mean, that's pretty cool. Might end up swapping to that for my aesthetic. So I guess there's not like a superb plate gauntlets to match that set. It might be. Oh, cool, we got one of these visions. Not very high stun.
Come and get me! Nice shot!
Wait a second.
Out of the way! Try it. What's this? Be seen.
Oh, that Shadow Step was supposed to kill that guy automatically.
Hey! Over here!
Alright, Ancient Memory.
We have been here before.
Deja vu.
Feel the old roots twisting in the loam?
I feel a shadow of essence. Long dead life. Growth paused before its time.
The trees shake with the passing of beasts. Their prey skitters beneath the leaves. But we took it all away. Now our memory is a wound reopened.
Show me what you can remember.
You are Maru, a Jabaru Sinakis. You stand on the shoulders of all who spoke for us before.
Maru is my cat's
You are young
name.
in your role, newly minted from your trials in Thirdborn. You tempered your body and spirit in our image. Tell us, Maru, how did you perform?
So Maru is the Maori god of war, and one of my cats is a rescue that I found. He's got a lot of scars on him where we found him, he had a massive wound on his neck. So we tried to find a fitting name for him, when I think a god of war is fitting for a scarred up cat. I was exceptional, just like real life.
All of your life had led to this. We noticed your promise, and you rewarded us tenfold. We had chosen many new guardians, but we cherished you first. Now you stood for the garden. Your destiny awaited you. The leader sent you to the temple of Galawain's tusks. An oasis bloomed from the Adra, and our children built a city there. Tell us, Maru, how did you find life in your new home?
I fought to earn their respect.
A stranger. A mountain flower planted in the jungle. Why?
They had their own traditions.
They heard omens. They danced beneath the moon. They called us different names. But they learned from you, and you from them. In the third year of your work, the tide turned. The season changed. The city had grown root-bound, too large to sustain itself. The creeks ran dry. The people stirred with unrest. They turned to you. How did you advise them?
To venture out and find new sources.
The sea yielded only salt. The forage could not replace the harvest. Until, one day, relief. The builders found a clear spring carved into the mountainside. They dreamed of an aqueduct, a river of their own design. Its veins would split the trees, a winding wound across our back. You could speak with us. Why did you not consult us first?
You never objected to building before.
They had never shorn so much away. In the path of the aqueduct lived a mighty flower tree, one of the first in the jungle.
Its fruit fed hundreds.
A font of vitality. Its leaves spread wide, a challenge to the foreman's authority. He raised his axe.
I tried to stop him.
You leaped forward. The axe cleaved into your arm. It would survive, but your blood drenched the dirt. Why did you intervene?
Tree couldn't defend itself. Someone had to.
Compassion greater than our gift. Yet you were weakened. He cut. The ground thundered as it fell. The haze parts. We cry out. Our skin burns. This memory we recall. The earth erupts, a chorus of screams. Ash blots out the sun.
You killed all the workers.
The cull of winter. The wages of their foreman's pride. Yet there you stood. A sprout in the dust. A witness to our tragedy. You offered yourself to protect us. We could not punish you.
There are many innocents in the city. Why did they die?
Because we chose you.
That's not a good enough answer.
We burrow deeper. We cannot find our way. Years passed. The Aikido returned. As they rebuilt their walls, they left us offerings, wary of their ancestors' mistake. We welcomed their bounty, but the scars never healed. We too had learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Increases your attack damage by 10%. Remembrance of Maru. Geronimo! Okay, so I guess my previous incarnation encouraged the aqueduct, but we tried to stop the cutting down of the tree. One, because it was unique. And two, you can always work around it. You know, if it's a tree we said it fed hundreds, right? Why would you destroy such a valuable resource for another resource? Just go around it. Might take a little more time, but
There's roots blocking water flow. We'll have to clear them. That's fresh water right there. On its way to Solace.
good.
Unseen, unheard. Here I go! Nice job! On your right. Put it down. Put it down. You're on your right. That's not hitting hard enough. Good. Fire! Done. Good one. Watch the left. Yes. Burns, it burns. To the left.
Ow. There you go.
That's all of them.
So I'm guessing we can follow the aqueduct back and pick up those plants that are on the top of it. So that's the plan. Take a look around, make sure I don't miss any chests or other goodies. This place is pretty maze-like.
We'll wait here until you've taken care of everything. Gabral would be downright insufferable if I went back to them empty-handed.
The aqueduct is clear.
Thank you. If there's one thing we need to survive out here, it's fresh water. You've given us a fighting chance.
I still don't like you.
Chief Engineer Gabral will want to thank you properly for your help. They're usually by the Hanging Garden in the fountain room of the keep. And if Kazmin gives you grief about being an outsider, just tell him about fixing our water problem. Wish I could see the look on his face when you do.
Yeah, I figured that'd be the case.
Thank you again for restoring this land, Godlike.
What I'm here for. Alright, so I'm curious if there's a way to get up to the aqueduct and follow that back. We'll give it a shot. There's a couple plants we couldn't access. There might even be other goodies up there. Maybe we said that exact same thing already. Then we'll go to camp. I'll swap out or re-equip myself with a shield. I don't think I can make that jump, unfortunately. Maybe over here. Yep, it's like the way. Oh. Ah. Maybe it's just not meant to be. I won't be upset about that. Well, we'll go to camp. We'll speak to Giada. We'll equip a shield to go with our pistol. See about enchanting our pistol.
Kai, darling.
Milady?
Next time we fight some beetles, would you mind?
I'll take care of the claws so they don't snag your outfit. I noticed you mending some tears the other day.
I couldn't love you more. Thank you, dearie.
Alright. First things first, let's get rid of all the junk in my inventory. Alright, then we want shield. Alright, so Magic Missile. We have Unstable Shot, Power Attack deal moderate stun to nearby enemies, and Pistolier's Grace. Killing an enemy gives you plus 50% reload speed for 10 seconds. It's unlikely that I'll kill enemies with this, though I have... Well, it was doing Unstable Shot. Stun is good too. Let's not upgrade the shield yet, because we do have a treasure map for a shield. So we'll hold off on that.
Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delimgan in Galawain's tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come?
You think animancers can work with nature, not against it?
Possibly, if they were to find common ground. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature, to overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone, just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world, supporting instead of exploiting?
Sounds promising.
With a little encouragement, it could be possible. There's plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now, let's try and stay on nature's good side. We have a reputation to uphold. Not before I've done some reading.
Actually, I did want to change Marius's outfit. He looks a little hot in this area. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to call it here. Next time, I'll probably just head straight north, try and do Amalia's camp. Maybe kind of swing out this way. But we'll see. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.